Alright, I'm gonna say it. The gaming PC's dead. I wish it wasn't, but that's the truth. You can plug a desktop video card into a desktop or a laptop. We figured that out 7 months ago. The problem is that I was using a slow laptop to compare 7 months ago. That's no longer the case. The mini PC I'm using right here, not only does this miniature computer have dual USB 4, so I could plug in a desktop video card and something else as fast as that, but the integrated graphics are fast enough that you might not even need this at all. This is Mass Effect Legendary Edition running on that miniature PC's integrated graphics alone at 57 to 58 FPS. And what's really impressive is that this has 110 gigs of extra texture mods added to it. So it's even harder to run than the original Legendary Edition, and it does it just fine. This is at 1440p. If you drop down to 4K, it hovers around more like 40 FPS. Again, with all those mods on integrated graphics. That is a $0 video card. This is Shadow of the Tomb Raider running at 1080p high preset, and it's getting anywhere from 45 to 60 FPS. Again, on integrated graphics, $0 spent on a video card. And this is Rocket League running at 4K on the highest detail settings, getting pretty close to 60 FPS at times on integrated graphics. When did they get this good? I mean, yeah, it's not 800 FPS like it was in October, but again, the video card I used in that video still sells for $350 to $400, and this is $0. So if you want to game and not spend a fortune on a video card, you can do that these days. But what about useful productivity stuff? I mean, it's not a 16-core CPU, so is it any good? Here is this laptop-grade CPU running AI in real time without a video card. And it does it pretty stinking fast. This is not cloud AI. This is ChatGPT-like AI that runs on the CPU, and we're not even at 100% usage. It can do that, and I could be playing Rocket League at the same time on that. You like rendering video? Here's a 28-minute video exporting in H.265 1080p 30 using the best preset. It does it in less than 4 minutes. There have been TV shows where I've cropped out the credits and the intros, and it exports that 22-minute video in under 30 seconds. My old computer has a water-cooled 5950X in it, and for the last 6 months, I've been using this mini PC as my daily driver instead. Do you know how sad that makes me? Not only do I hoard old video cards, I've had multiple 980 Ti's, 1080 Ti's, a 2080 Super, and a 6800 XT. I like fast PCs. I like to play Minecraft in 4K with ray tracing, with a texture pack so high resolution you can walk right up to the wall, and there are still more texture pixels in that block of dirt than your 4K monitor can show. And yet here I am, settling for integrated graphics. And to make it even worse, every game I've played in the last 2 months hasn't even been on PC. It's been on Android. But actually, I do have one video card I'm still using. It's a Radeon 6400 in my $100 server out in the garage. You remember that budget 4K you're doing it wrong video? I still have that dedicated video card on a server in the garage so that I can stream it to another PC or an Android phone wedged into a controller. Some work buddies and I have a Discord server for when we want to play games together, and we've played some fun couch co-op games like Unrailed on PC, and thanks to things like Remote Play, Only one of us has to buy the game. When it came time to play Uno, though, we all shelled out copies for that, and that has been some of the most fun we've ever had. Despite the fun memories of gaming on PC together, the game we're all playing right now is mobile only. I tried emulating it on PC, didn't really improve the experience at all. Everyone in the group has a gaming PC. Well, I mean, not me technically anymore because there's no video card in it. But with devices out there like the Retroid 3 Plus that a couple of us have, Android has slowly infiltrated a PC gamer group. I've heard it said that the best camera is the one you have with you. All of us have phones too, and we can game on our phones at lunch break. We can't really haul a bunch of gaming PCs into the break room. The circuit breaker will not handle that much electricity. Back when I made the video about the Retroid, it couldn't quite handle some GameCube emulation games, but my phone handles those like a champ. And my phone is 4 years old. Personally, I think the LG V60 is the greatest phone ever made. Dual screen case that's not going to crack in the middle because it's a second screen, not a folding screen. A camera good enough to pick out the hairs on a moth. A headphone jack with amazing sound quality. It's fast enough to run GameCube Sonic at enhanced, better than original settings. And I guess the real point I'm trying to make is that mainstream electronic hardware is so fast these days, and has been for a bit now, where someone like me who wanted to overclock their monitors and liquid cool their desktop computers and flash a custom GPU firmware is saying, wow, this is boring now. I still have a garage full of servers, but honestly, I don't see a future where I'm making videos about custom desktop PCs anymore, or 3D printing parts for them. I'm still 3D printing, and I just scored 256 gigs of RAM for one of the servers for $72. But I just don't know what to say other than tech has peaked. I've linked some of the stuff I've shown off in this video here below, like the Minisforum UM790 Pro that I'm using as my daily driver, my phone, and other stuff. But not because I'm specifically trying to make a buck from an affiliate link. It'd be nice if that happened. But I'm trying to demonstrate that these pieces of hardware are good comparison points, and if you're looking for something that's good enough, maybe start with that as a reference point, maybe find something faster. It's a 4-year-old phone. I guarantee something better exists out there. I just haven't bothered to look for it because the phone I've had since I bought it at launch week has been good enough this whole time. It's been months since I've uploaded a video, partly because of time constraints, but mostly because after 15 years of keeping up with PC hardware on a daily or weekly basis, I've lost interest in it. Because it's not going to be something that I do anything about anymore. The next time I upload, it's probably going to be about running services that would normally be online that you pay for locally to save a buck. Because if this mini PC isn't going to be wasting a bunch of electricity, turning it into heat ones and zeros, I'm going to have to get a garage full of multiple computers to do the same thing. I'm not using less electricity since moving away from a desktop computer, I'm just burning it differently. But until that next upload, this gamer who grew up playing Treasure Math Storm on PC, and then later on Factorio, Civilization, TerraTech, you get the idea. I'm going to go play some Android. And on that terrible disappointment, it is time to end. See you in the next one.